up, not to go live. Good evening and welcome to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. The Noble Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Troubles Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, you can see that the Rebels JV team, they are polishing off a 58-40 victory as we get one last steal at the end of the game. When we come back, we'll set the scene for tonight's matchup. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Troubles Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Your accountant has to be trustworthy, smart, and filled with integrity. That's why so many choose Gary Tusher, CPA. Serving clients for over 34 years, Gary and his staff handle income tax preparation for all types of businesses and individuals, IRS and state audit representation, payroll reporting, QuickBooks setup support and training, business startup services, monthly bookkeeping, and more. When you choose Gary Tusher, CPA, you get a team of professionals that care about your financial health. Schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Noble Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Troubles Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We come back, we'll have your scene set for you on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Noble Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Troubles Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time to set the scene for tonight's action as the Rich Rebels will take on the COKEVILLE Panthers, as this is a rivalry game, Rob. And if you're in Rich, as Lex Cornea said in his interview, if you can't get up for this one, what are you doing here?
Yep, it's a nice rivalry, and you've got a lot of little background stories. Coach Hatch grew up here in Randolph and now coaching for the Panthers. You got Coach Holmes, who grew up in COKEVILLE, now coaching for the Rebels.
Yeah, so I mean, switching sides, everyone else is, but I think one of the bigger storylines outside of the rivalry is the Rebels got to get back on track after last night. Another heartbreaking loss, this time again in overtime to Manila, but the way they're playing, they played really well last night. Just a couple of little spurts that they kind of lost it for a bit, and that can be the difference sometimes between winning and losing. And that's something the Rebels are learning so far this year.
Yeah, need to keep their heads up and play forward. It's senior night, so maybe that'll take care of a little bit of that of the drag of emotion from last night's loss.
Yeah, so the Rebels need to come and bounce back today. They got the COKEVILLE Panthers coming in at 10-8, 5-3 in 1A Southwest. As this will be the Rebels' last game before the tournament. We come back, we'll have your standout student of the week, Mika Anderson. Listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week coming up.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth. You're enjoying a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When we come back, we'll have your Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week, Mika Anderson.
Settled by pioneers in 1865, Woodruff, Utah has been a great place to live and raise a family for over 150 years. Those early pioneers have fostered the belief that when you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Come to Woodruff, Utah today and enjoy clean air, wide open spaces, and friendly people. Good luck to our rich rebels. The citizens of Woodruff believe in you.
With Mika Anderson, she's our Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week. Mika, how you doing today?
I'm good.
So it's a pretty big week for you coming up. You have the state tournament with all of your teammates, correct? Yeah, you guys all made it. What does it mean to be on a team that every single one of you guys is wrestling in the state tournament coming up?
It's pretty cool. Hopefully it'll keep going for the next few years so that we can keep making our way up so we can hopefully take first one year.
So it's your senior year. It's your last go at it. What do you want from yourself this upcoming weekend?
To do my best and go out there not being mad at myself for like the other person getting a point and just finish everything that I do and hopefully take home a state championship.
So you're kind of at the age where you're on the forefront of girls wrestling in high school. Who was the one that convinced you to do it, and was it something that you've always wanted to do, or is it just something that came up and you really liked it?
It was more of I started wrestling when I was like in 3rd grade, and then I like stopped, and I just wanted to do it ever since. And watching the boys do it when I cheered at them for state freshman year, I just wanted to do it ever since.
So what advice would you give possibly the freshman girl coming into high school next year who might want to wrestle but doesn't quite know if they should or could? What's the advice you'd give them?
It's definitely a hard sport, but as long as you keep trying and don't give up through it all, you got this. It's not difficult.
So we're just 2 semesters into your senior year. Has it been everything you wanted, or is it kind of flying by on you?
It's been a mix of both. It's kind of flying faster and faster the more we get closer to the end. So
yeah, it's right around the corner. Are you excited for graduation?
Kind of, but at the same time, not really. Sad to see it all go, but greater things are coming. So
outside of wrestling in school, what are some hobbies that you have?
I do competitive dance, and I've been doing that for 9 years, and I also like to weld. So
take me through what being part of a competitive dance team is. I mean, that's something I'm not real familiar with. I never was part of a team, and I imagine a lot of people aren't. What are some of the aspects of a competitive dance team that you really like?
Probably the team, because I've gotten to like know everybody and just grow with them. Another thing I like is being on the stage where there's just a bunch of spotlights on you. And I mean, if you mess up, you mess up, but it's just like you're being watched, but everyone cheers for you towards the end, which I like the most, but yeah. It's kind of the same in wrestling where, you know, it's you and another individual out there. So if you see it, if you mess up, everyone sees it. But if you make a mistake or you lose, you know, you're the only one walking off the mat with the loss. Is it kind of similar in that situation? Yeah, it is. It's a lot harder in wrestling just because all eyes are on you and just another person. But in dance, if you're doing like a solo, it's just you. Or if you're doing team, it's like you in the team with like everyone else. So one final question for you. What should the world know about you? I am very determined in anything I do.
We want to thank Mika Anderson for being part of the Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week. When we come back, we'll have head coach Lex Corney on the T7 Propane Pregame Coaches Show.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Coming up, we have head coach Lex Corney on the T7 Propane Pregame Coaches Show as part of the Gary H. Tusher CPA Pregame Show.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Here with head coach of the Rich Rebels boys varsity basketball team. That's head coach Lex Corney, and you guys are coming off a 1-1 week where you took a very, very, very good Mount Vernon team to the wire. They had the lead 2 possessions, first and the last one. Can you just kind of recap the weekend for us?
Well, I mean, Mount Vernon, unfortunately, as well as we played, it was a similar story to what we've had before, where you play 31 minutes and 15 seconds of really good basketball, but that last 45 kills you. But I think they recognize just how talented and good Mount Vernon is. I mean, if that team was playing 1A, they'd be a number 1 seed and projected to play for a state championship. And we had them beat and let it get away from us. But I think we can take really positive things from that. I think right now we're prepping to play our best basketball this season. Altamont, I think that would have been a different game if they'd had Dyson Taylor and the Sorensen kid. That's unfortunate for them. But even then, the way we're playing right now, I don't know, even with those kids, what Altamont would be able to do against us. I think there's a lot of belief, there's a lot of momentum, and you kind of look at our record and go, man, how can you guys, be rolling right now? How can you have momentum with a record that's just over 500? But I think guys are convinced that there's a little magic happening in our gym. They're excited that we have a number 2 coming in this week. They're excited they have a kind of a local rivalry with Cokeville this week, and they can't wait to get to state. And they believe if they can't win it, then they can at least screw that bracket up and decide who does. And what a great attitude for a group of kids going to state.
You guys can add some elixir
to that magic potion coming up with the game against Manila this weekend at home. It's going to be a special night. It's going to be the girls' senior night. You guys' senior night will be the following night. What's the key for Friday night versus Manila?
Well, I think, I don't know, we played them a lot. And I think, like this summer we played them, last year we played them, and everybody's talked about this group from Manila and how good they are. And really this game probably won't even impact seeding all that much. They close the RPI, but as I looked at it, I think that we're either going to be the 8 or the 9 seed. But I don't think our guys care. They've been told their entire careers just how special this group from Manila are, and they are just a really good group. They deserve that number 2 seed, and we wish them luck at state, but I think our guys are convinced that, we might not have been able to beat you earlier, but we can get you now. And that's a great mindset to have, especially going up against the number 2. Manila's not going to give you a thing. That is a tough group of kids, and we're going to have to play a very clean, very solid, very physical game of basketball to have a chance against them.
So it's no secret you guys have lost a few close games recently, but is there something you can take from those games that are learning lessons? Because you're not losing closely to bad teams. You're losing to some pretty solid competition.
Yeah, we talked about that after Mount Vernon, that, sometimes faith is believing that, no matter what's happening to you, that there's a higher purpose to it, and that's getting you ready for something down the road. And we just have to have that faith. We've been shown what not to do, in probably 6 games. And we know exactly, what it feels like to lose control, what it feels like to let a possession go by, and suddenly a game you thought was in hand no longer is. And if we can learn from those experiences, then there's not a more battle-tested team in our state than us. But, what we can't do is let our heads go down, think that this is just who we are. You have to learn from them. But, as a coach, I would rather have those games than 6 blowout wins by 25 or 30. I think we're a very seasoned program, but they have to believe that they are. I believe they are, but if it's not through their heads, it doesn't matter.
So you guys have Cokeville on Saturday. Quickly, what's one thing you're looking for in the Cokeville game?
Well, the Cokeville game is just a momentum game. Final score obviously matters, but what we're really looking for is how clean can we play? Are we talking on defense? By this point, we need to be a well-oiled machine. There shouldn't be just kind of those execution-style mistakes that kill you. And I think the guys know that's what it is. But also a game against Cokeville, these kids we're 30 miles apart. Doesn't matter that we're separated by a state line. It's a grudge match. And for Cokeville, it doesn't matter for their seeding for the regional tournament. And for us, I think by that point, our seeding's already kind of locked in. But man, if you can't get up for a Cokeville game in our community, then you probably shouldn't be here. And I know Cokeville will be the exact same way. So I think it'll be a good physical basketball game. It's exactly what you want going into a state tournament. Just a good emotional, physical game that you have to play very well in order to win. And Cokeville has shown they're the number 3 team in Wyoming in 1A. And I think that they're actually a little bit higher than that. I think they're more like the number 2. Yeah, what a great game to launch you into state. They remind me a lot of Wayne, and that's probably going to be our first round opponent. So, man, you couldn't get a better competition there for us.
One last question for you. Senior night is this Saturday. Senior night is a special night, I think, for any program. It's one of my favorite traditions in all of sports. What makes senior night so special for you?
These guys have grown up watching groups of seniors come through, play 4 years and move through. And, each group of seniors leaves fingerprints on a program. And, they, from the time they were little kids, they've wondered what their fingerprints will be. Well, this group of seniors, they've really left a legacy. And I don't say that about every group, but they believe in themselves and other people don't. They scrap, they fight, they stick with you, they commit. And our community should really honor them. I know that we've talked record already and we're just over 500, but I really believe this group of seniors leading this team have played a brand of basketball that our community should be very proud of. And, the Mount Vernon game, but even other games, Manila in overtime, Tabby, both barn burner games. Those are not slouch programs, and our kids have left everything out there, and I hope our community turns out and tells these kids thanks. I'm glad that my 2 younger boys have been able to watch this group because they're a special one, and they're one that you can learn a lot from.
We want to thank Lex Corney for being a part of the T7 Propane Pregame Coaches Show on the Gary H. Schuster CPA Pregame Show. When we come back, we'll have your keys to tonight's matchup and your starting lineups, as well as a special presentation of Senior Night, as it is Senior Night here for the boys tonight. Listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Troubles basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Before we get to the national anthem, Rob, quick, mylocalradio.com, keys to the game.
Well, got to keep your hands out of the cookie jar. In the game in January against the Panthers, Rebels had a lot of silly fouls that Coach Corney was talking about, just not smart plays. And the Panthers made us pay with 17 free throws made, not to mention how many they shot. And I think we got an advantage inside, so stay inside.
We're going to go to the national anthem, and after that, we will have the ceremonies for senior night.
Because it's our last home game, we would like to take a moment and honor our senior student athletes if they would come forward, as well as their parents. We have Logan Clough, the son of Matt and Laura Clough. Jared Mason, son of Matthew and Andrea Mason. Hunter Pace, son of Cullen and Shay Pace. son of Sean and Shelley Walker. Jeremy Brown, son of Krell and Tammy Krell. And Brandon Stone, son of Richard and Amber Drosbeck. Ladies and gentlemen, your senior student athletes. Thank you. We'd like to welcome our friends from COKEVILLE. And starting tonight,
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. As you got the starting lineups for the visiting Cokeville Panthers, that's number 3, Jack Dayton. He's a junior. Number 4, senior, Tanner Hatch. Sophomore, number 5, Justin Moyes. Senior, number 10, Jesus Bencomo. Running out the starting lineup for the Cokeville Panthers, junior, number 33, Drake Plowman. And for your Rebels, starting lineup, number 30 for the night, senior, Hunter Pace. Senior, number 3, Trey Walker. Senior, number 4, Jarrett Mason. Junior, number 15, Jaden Corney. And to round out the starting lineup for tonight's matchup, senior, number 24, Logan Clough. As head coach Lex Corney is allowing some of the seniors to start tonight's match that usually don't start, but he's allowing them to start tonight, which is something that I also love about senior night and that final home game for these boys.
And nice tradition from Rich High that's been carrying on for a very, very, very long time.
We're about ready to get underway here in this matchup. It's the only matchup of the night, as when we come back, we'll have the start of the game.
Your accountant has to be trustworthy, smart, and filled with integrity. That's why so many choose Gary Tusher, CPA. Serving clients for over 34 years, Gary and his staff handle income tax preparation for all types of businesses and individuals, IRS and state audit representation, payroll reporting, QuickBooks setup support and training, business startup services, monthly bookkeeping, and more. When you choose Gary...
And we are underway as that ball is tipped out of bounds by the Rebels. It'll be Panthers basketball to start as we reset the station on main scoreboard. Here come the Panthers across the timeline. Hatch has it on the left wing. Top of the key for Dayton. Working around to Moyes on the right wing. Moyes, the leading scorer for the Panthers. As they work inside to Bencomo. Shot blocked. I think Jarrett Mason got that one as the Rebels come back the other way. Throwing ahead to Clough, and Logan Clough is going to open the scoring on a nice find from Trey Walker. 2-0 early on the station on main scoreboard. 7:20 to go in the Ellingford brothers opening quarter. Into the corner, it's Moyes. Top the key for Dayton. Into the left corner, Hatch fires the left corner 3, rimming out as rebound is pulled in by Hunter Pace. Throws it ahead to Trey Walker, he's out in transition. Uses his body to protect the ball, layup no good. Panthers pulling the rebound, they come back the other way. Of course, this is a Wyoming team playing in a shot clock state as Utah is. It'll be interesting, Rob, to see how the Panthers adjust, as they've looked pretty good with the shot clock so far here early with 6:43 to go in the Ellingford brothers first quarter. Hatch moves it on the wing to Moyes, left open for 3, no good. Rebound pulled in by Pace. Throws it ahead to Clough, 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Tries to throw it to Cornea, instead it's poked away, saved out of bounds saved for the moment by Moyes. Throws a behind the back pass out of bounds to half court, where it'll be Rebels basketball, as the Rebels are going to set up their half court offense for the first time in tonight's matchup. Walker has it on the left wing. Hands to Clough. He fires the top, the key 3, buries it. My Local Radio 3-pointer for Logan Clough, and he has all 5 for the Rebels to start the game. 5-0 early on the station on main scoreboard. Dayton crosses the timeline into the offense. The Hatch on the left wing. Bencomo posts up Trey Walker, gets the ball. One dribble, nearly loses it. Throws a pass back to half court. Nice job there from Moyes to keep possession. Finds Tanner Hatch, left wing three. That's good. Too many open three-pointers to start for the Panthers as they finally bury one. 5-3 on the station on main scoreboard. Mason, top the key. Return dribbles. Picks it up. Finds Cornea. Down the lane. His layup attempt, no good. Rebound by Trey Walker off glass, no good. Here come the Panthers back the other way. Opportunity to tie or take the lead in this possession. It's Dayton. Top of the key. Surveys, crosses over, comes to the left wing for Hatch. They go inside to Plowman. He hands it back to Hatch. Dayton on the wing. Pulls up from 15 feet, that's good. Rebels pushed ahead to Clough. He's open for the layup. He's going to lay it in off the right block and in. 7-5. Logan Clough has all 7 for the Rebels. We're going to Independent Software Solutions. Timeout called by the Panthers. Just in a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast. In the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM, online at mylocalradio.com. Fast start to the game for both teams, Rob.
I don't think Coach Hatch was pleased with the way the defense was getting back on those fast breaks.
Moyes catches it on the left block, turns, spins, fires, buries the fadeaway 10-footer. 7-7 on the station on main scoreboard is Cornea. Into the offense, hands it to Clough. He's got all 7 for the Rebels. Spins back, looks to attack the lane, hands it off to Walker, hits a couple of players. Hunter Pace is there to save it. One dribble to Jarrett Mason, top the key. Rebels reset the offense. Mason hands to Walker. Trey spins back, fires off glass, no good. Here come the Panthers back the other way. Dayton crosses the timeline into the offense. Finds Hatch on the left wing. Top of the key for Plowman. Dayton inside to Moyes. Hatch has it at the top of the key, gets a screen, pulls up from the free throw line. That's short, rebounded to Hunter Pace. Throws it ahead to Logan Clough. He surveys on the baseline. Gets bumped, throws it back to Cornea. He catches, bump, and the bucket. Jaden Cornea, the old-fashioned three-point play. That's a great find from Logan Clough, who not only has 7 points, has assisted on the other basket for the Rebels.
Going to give the first foul of the ball game to Justin Moyes. He is the point man for the Panthers, averaging 16 points a game. I think he's third in 2A for Wyoming.
Jaden Desch, Carson Muirbrook back in the lineup. Free throw on the way, no good. Plowman comes, grabs the rebound. Into the game for the Panthers, Mo Wasika. They go inside to Plowman. His up and under move, no good. Rebound, there's a foul on the play.
Going to get Carson Muirbrook, first foul for the Rebels.
Dayton finds Moyes, left wing three, that's good. Or that's a long two. Long two on the play. They go push it down the floor to Clough on the left corner. He dribbles it back out, hands it to Cornea, looks to attack, drops it off backdoor for Desch. One dribble up in the basket. Jaden Desch with a nice back cut. Jaden Cornea finds him with the assist. 3:28 to go in the Ellingford brothers' first quarter. Panthers have the ball. It's Moyes, pick and roll, fires one from the elbow. That's short. Good defense from Carson Muirbrook. They try to save it, but Cornea catches as he's able to navigate traffic across the timeline into the left corner. Hunter Pace for three. Good! Hunter Pace nails the My Local Radio three-pointer. 14-9 on the station on main scoreboard. 3:05 to go in the Ellingford brothers' first quarter. Wasaka inside. They're going to call the foul on the floor.
Going to give that one to Logan Clough, his first foul, and the second on the Rebels, and he will get replaced by Carter Hoffman, who had an amazing game last night and had a great game in Cokeville. Got himself in a little bit of foul trouble, but I think he had like 12 in the first half.
They give Logan Clough a round of applause as he steps off the court, scored 7 and has an assist early in the matchup as Dayton fires the left corner 3. No good. Cornea with the rebound. Rebels off and running in transition. Continues the attack down the lane, off the glass and in from the right block. Jaden Cornea with a great move. 16-9 on the station on main scoreboard. 2:40 to go in the Ellingford brothers' first quarter. It's Moyes down the lane. We're going to get a bumping foul called against the Rebels.
Couldn't get that one to Carter Hoffman, his first. And Drake Weston in for Jaden Cornea. I think he tweaked his ankle there a little bit on that last drive.
Into the left corner for Tanner Hatch. He fires the 3. That's short. Rattles around the top of the backboard, not out of bounds. The next step in the evolution of Carter Hoffman's game, as he's a sophomore, is to learn how to play defense aggressively without fouling. And that's something that I think has kind of limited him a little bit in some of the games this year as he gets into foul trouble. But when he's on the floor, he's been really good for the Rebels as he drives the lane, finds Hunter Pace on the 3. That's the difference Carter Hoffman makes is Hunter Pace drills the My Local Radio three-pointer from the left corner, but Carter Hoffman on the drive there with the left hand makes the play happen. As Moyes drives the lane, pass inside is kicked. But that's all part of the learning curve. Carter's still a young basketball player, and he will learn that eventually. I have no doubt in that. And when he does, he's going to become a phenomenal basketball player. There's a lot of talent on this Rich team. They go inside to Plowman. His 5-foot jumper, good. Come the Rebels back the other way. Quickly to Meerbrook. He lays it in. Carson Meerbrook gets those 2 right back. 21-11 on the station on main scoreboard. 1:54 to go in the Ellingford brothers' first quarter. It's Blaze Plowman. Top the key to Dayton. Works it to Moyes on the right wing. Inside to Drake Plowman. Shot from the other Plowman blocked into the hands of Wasaka. Wasaka goes up. He misses. But Plowman there for the rebound. Drake Plowman, that is, gets the layup up and in. 21-13. Here come the Rebels back the other way. It's Hoffman. Drives across the free throw line to Desch. Top the key. He drives, has the pass picked off. As here come the Panthers back the other way. Dayton fakes the 3, drives the lane. Reverse layup on the way. No good. Rebound pulled in by Meerbrook. Finds Desch. He throws it ahead to Pace. He's going to fire the 3. No good. As Weston comes away with the rebound, back to Pace. Pump fakes, but he'll be called for the traveling violation. 1:03 to go in the Ellingford brothers' first quarter. 21-13 on the station on main scoreboard. As Cornea and Mason come in for Weston and Pace. Jack Dayton will walk it up the floor on the left wing for Jackman. Andrew Jackman fresh in the game. Pass stolen by Jaden Cornea. It's a 15-on-15 crime. Cornea slows it down, fakes, hands to Mason who fakes the shot. Back to Cornea, goes inside, has it stolen. Here comes Dayton back the other way. Pushes it to Moyes, right wing floater, no good. Excuse me, right wing pull up. Here comes Hoffman down the wing for the Rebels. Mason in the right corner. Finds Cornea, he attacks, bumped from behind. He'll draw the foul.
Going to get that on Justin Boyce, his first and the second on the Panthers in the quarter.
Checking the ball game for the Panthers. Number 4, Tanner Hatch. Number 11, Kason Walker. Mount Valley Cattle Company inbounds play to Jaden Desch. He drives from the right corner, floats one off glass, no good. Is able to chase down the rebound. Turns around to reset the offense, finds Mason. Hands it to Cornea. Rebels will reset with 18 to go in the Ellingford brothers' first quarter. Shot clock is off. Cornea, left-hand drive down the lane, reverse layup, good! Gets the hoop and the harm. Jaden Cornea back to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Foul's going to go to Mo Wasike.
Wasike. Mo
Gotcha.
Wasike. Wikisaki.
Carter Hoffman with the rebound.
Finds Dash. Dash floats one up. No good. Ball bounces around. As that'll do it for us here in the first quarter. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at MindLocalRadio.com. We come back, we'll have the second quarter.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
A healthy smile improves life in many ways. Fresher breath, increased confidence, and better overall health. Dr. Sean Grohl and his team at Comprehensive Family Dental have been supporting Rich Rebels for over 25 years. Call today and schedule your next appointment. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. The Bear Lake Community Health Center welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Panthers got to stop on the opening possession. They have the ball underneath the hoop after a jump ball. Pass is stolen by Corney as he throws it ahead to Jarrett Mason. Reaches up with the right hand, gets the foul and the basket. Jarrett Mason, the old-fashioned three-point play with a nice reverse layup using his body to shield the ball.
Foul's going to go on Ben Como, his first.
Mason steps to the free throw line to complete the old-fashioned three-point play.
Broadcaster jinx, we've had 3 tries now. We're going to get 1 out of 3.
It's a good look ahead by Cornea as we do not, as Ben Como gets the rebound. Dayton will walk it across the timeline, throws it ahead on the wing for Hatch. Drives. Usake steps back, left corner 3, no good. Rebound pulled into the hands of Jaden Desch. Not the player you want to leave open as he shoots 41% from the three-point line. Desch inside to Meerbrook. Tough catch back to Desch. Goes to Clough. He drives baseline from the right corner to Mason. Tried to find Meerbrook. Instead, it's turned over. Hatch out in front of everyone. The shot is blocked, but there will be a foul on the play.
Going to give it to Jarrett Mason, his first. And the first free throws for the Panthers in the ball game.
Tanner Hatch comes into the contest shooting 73% from the line. First one on the way is short. Good effort, though, from Jarrett Mason getting back, though, after the turnover. Didn't allow the layup, and so far has saved at least 1 point from the free throw line. As Caleb Hartley checks back into the game. 0 for 2 from the line as Mason's foul saves 2 points. He catches left corner 3, no good. That was short. Rebound pulled in by the Panthers. Here they come back the other way with Dayton. Dayton behind the back dribble into the lane. Sees spread as he tries a reverse layup and makes it. What an athletic move there from Dayton as he reached around a couple of Rebels defenders to lay that in. Rebels come back the other way. It's Meerbrook. Layup, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. Carson Meerbrook stays with it, gets those 2 right back. 27-15 on the Station on main scoreboard. 6:10 to go in the Stacey Repair second quarter. Dayton guarded by Cornea. To the line to Ben Como up top. Pass is stolen by Cornea as he chases it down. Here come the Rebels on the attack. Mason floats one from 5 feet. That's short. Rebound into the hands of Moyes. 3-on-2 the other way for the Panthers. Hands off. Shot blocked from behind by Clough, but Moyes is there to clean up the rebound as we're going to get Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Panthers bench. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 27-17 on the station on main scoreboard. 5:47 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Rob, what are your thoughts on this contest?
Well, we were worried about giving them too many free throws, and so far they've only had 2 attempts, and they missed them both. Drake Plowman had 23 against the Rebels in the matchup in January, and they've held him to 4. So 2 good signs for the Rebels with a 10-point lead.
It'll be Rebels basketball out of bounds under their own hoop as Jarrett Mason will inbound.
We go D.
Cornea across the timeline into the attacking end, crosses over, finds Clough on the left wing. Top the key to Noah Perry, fresh into the ball game. Cornea on the right wing. Mason, top the key, thought about it. Instead moves it to Walker. Walker to Clough, top of the key. He surveys. Hands it to Walker. 10 to go in the shot clock. Walker down the lane, kicks to the corner for Noah Perry. Fires a 3, that's good! Noah Perry off the bench. 4-3, 30-17 on the station on main scoreboard. And Rob, that's a very underrated part of Noah's game. If you've watched him in the JV games, he knocks a couple down per game. As Perry gets the Rich County government steal, he's off and running. Slows it down, finds Walker down the lane for the layup. Trey Walker for 2, Noah Perry with the assist off the steal, 32-17. 4:55 to go in this AC's Repair second quarter. It's Dayton. Crosses the timeline, finds Moyes on the right wing. Drives to the elbow, floats one up, no good, but he is fouled on the play.
Going to get the foul to Trey Walker. His first of the ball game, I believe.
Justin Moyes will step to the line, a 78% free throw shooter on the way. First free throw made of the ball game goes to Moyes with 4:42 to go in the Stacy Repair second quarter. Back in the ball game for the Rebels, Hoffman, Weston, and Pace. 5 on the floor for the Rebels. Noah Perry, Walker, Pace, Hoffman, and Weston as Perry comes away with the rebound off the miss. Trey Walker catches the top of the key. He'll fake the handoff to Hoffman. Back to Weston at the top of the key. Rebels are going to reset as Weston surveys and directs traffic. Goes to Hoffman on the left corner. Spins back at the top of the key, hands to Walker. Down the lane, floats one with the left hand. That's good. Trey Walker finishes the lefty floater off the handoff from Carter Hoffman. 34-18 on the station on main scoreboard as Dayton into the lane is bumped from behind.
You're good.
Going to get the foul to Drake Weston, his first and the 6th on the Rebels. That'll put the Panthers in the bonus from the rest of the way.
That's probably a break. I was pretty sure that was on Carter, but Rebels will take it as it's only Weston's first. Into the corner. Drake Plowman fires the 3, no good as Hoffman comes away with the rebound. He looks to push, fires the head to Pace, catches, reverse layup, no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. It's off Noah Perry. Noah was unable to elevate off the ground as I think he got bumped. He's asking the referee as the Rebels come into a 3-quarter court 1-3-1. As a pass goes through Plowman's hands, but right into the hands of Hatch. Inside they go as Moyes Gets the bump and the bucket, and one.
Good passing, boys.
Going to give the foul to Trey Walker, his second, and there's one of those where got to let that one go.
I don't know if it was planned, but Amon Hatch just happened to be standing over here in the corner. That ball went through Drake Plowman's hands, and it usually would have went out of bounds, but luckily for the Panthers, Hatch was there, is able to save the possession. It turns into a three-point play opportunity as they make the free throw, 34-21. Here come the Rebels back the other way. It's Weston. Slows it down. 3:34 to go in the Stacey Repair second quarter. It's Weston drives left, down the lane, all the way to the hoop. Lefty layup, no good. Rebound pulled in by Mo Usake. It's Dayton across the timeline, into the corner for Amon Hatch. Back to Dayton, top the key. He drives all the way to the hoop. Shot on the way, no good. I think that was blocked by Carter Hoffman. Noah Perry is going to play point guard as he pushes it up the floor. Finds Weston as the Rebels reset. Perry on the left wing. Tries to go inside to Hoffman, poked away, but Carter's able to maintain possession. Pace catches right wing three on the way. Good! Hunter Pace knocks down another My Local Radio three-pointer. Usake in the corner, drives, spins back, finds Moyes, fires the three. No good. Rebound by Pace, but we're going to get a foul called.
On the rebound on Hunter.
It'll be free throws.
They are in the bonus 1-1.
Checking the game, number 4, Tanner Hatch. Number 33, Drake Plowman.
Go Hatch. Go Emmett.
Will replace, or Tanner Hatch is going to replace the shooter. As Bird steps out for the Panthers. Eamon Hatch to the line, first free throw on the way, good. According to the stats I've seen, it looks like he's a late call-up to the roster, as we officially have that as his first free throw of the season. Back to the line, second one on the way, goes 2 for 2 from the line. 37-23 as Tanner Hatch will replace him. 2:39 to go in the Stacey Repair second quarter. It's Weston.
Pressure, Jack.
Across the timeline into the offense, goes to Desch fresh into the ball game. Pace catches top of the key. Lob pass inside, poked away by Usake. As he finds Dayton, Panthers off into the offense. 37-23 on the Station on main scoreboard, 2:15 to go in the Stacey Repair second quarter. Inside, Usake turns. Shot is tipped from behind, no good as Plowman gets the rebound. We're gonna get a foul called against the Rebels, as Drake Plowman will shoot 2 free throws.
And they're going to get that one to Carter Hoffman, his second. After not letting the Panthers shoot a free throw in the first quarter, they're making up for it in the second.
Plowman's first free throw is off. Second free throw on the way is good. Plowman comes into the matchup a 48% free throw shooter. Goes 1 for 2 there as Hoffman across the top the key to Desch. Muirbrook on the right elbow. Tries to go back inside to Desch. That's deflected out of bounds. Rebels basketball. Weston will have the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbounds play in his hand. Goes to Muirbrook, catches, lays it in. That's a great, well-executed play there for the Rebels as Weston picks up the assist on the Muirbrook reverse layup. Dayton dances across the timeline to Usake. He attacks, lays it in as the seas parted for him. 39-26 on the Station on main scoreboard. Here comes Weston down the lane. Pace, right wing three, rattles around and out. As Usake pulls in the rebound, here comes Dayton. Behind the back dribble, across the top of the key. Moyes on the wing. Passes the ball in between Desch's legs as Plowman's going to pick up another, or draw another foul.
Going to give this one to Carson Muirbrook, his second, which will send him to the bench, and Noah Perry ready to check in.
1:19 to go in the Station Repair second quarter. As Noah Perry retreats back to the bench, Plowman's first free throw rattles around and falls. Only 14 fouls against the Panthers, 10 against the Rebels, as the Panthers will shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way. Free throw on the way. Plowman gets the rebound, fires a free throw line jumper. That's good. Weston across the timeline. Finds pace on the left wing. Back to Weston, top the key. Thought about the shot. Instead goes to Hoffman on the right wing. Meerbrook on the elbow. Turns, up and under move, back to Weston. Fakes the shot. Down the lane, finds Meerbrook. Free throw line jumper, short. Rebound by Plowman. Panthers can get it within 10 as they call a timeout. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation, Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
Back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation, Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 39-29, big possession here for the Rebels. Try to stay up 10 going into the half as the pass is deflected into the hands of Tanner Hatch. Back to Plowman. Hatch on the left wing. Surveys, looks around, dribbles to the top of the key, will reset the offense for the Panthers. On the wing to Moyes. He drives, floats one. That's good. Here come the Rebels back the other way. It's Weston down the lane. His left-hand layup, good. Gets those 2 points right back. Rebels need to stop in the worst way defensively here. So here comes Dayton. Across the timeline. 12 to go in the Stacy Repair second quarter. As they go to Moyes. Or excuse me, that's Hatch in the left corner. Inside. Turn, fire back. Dayton, top of the key, 3 at the buzzer. That's a huge shot. As with that, we'll go to halftime. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 41-34 on the station on main scoreboard. We're going to go to a fan cam before we go to the halftime break. For all your realty needs in Bear Lake, call Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888. That's 435-946-8888. As the Gare Bear fan cam is well and running today. For all your realty needs in Bear Lake, visit bearlakerealty.com or 435-946-8888.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Yeah, he comes to school at 4 and watches game film until the end of school. I don't know, we just want to say big thanks to him. We got a few gifts for all of them. And then there's Trey with another coach.
So Coach Holmes, we just want to say thanks to Coach Holmes the 2 years that we've had him. It's been a pleasure. Missed him while he's on vacation, but it was a lot of fun with him being here, always giving our butts, being the best rep at practice. We just wanted to give him a gift as well.
And then we got Coach Weston. I think he's the quietest coach I've ever met. He's pretty knowledgeable, but as soon as you piss him off, he'll get a little real bad. Especially at practice when you're not running the ladder part time. But we just want to say thanks for pushing us always. Even though we may get on your nerves a little bit sometimes, especially me. But we just want to give you this gift. Just remember that you're an amazing coach, and we thank you for everything you've done for us.
Coach, my dad, thanks for always pushing us and yelling at the freshmen. That's always the best part of our seniors. Okay, yelling at. And then just thank you for yelling at me, Hunter, Jarrett, and Logan, and we're dinking off, yelling at us to get back on track. It's been awesome to have you coaching as well as being my dad.
And I want to say a big thanks to Drew Brown. He may not look like the best.
Your words carefully.
But he is an amazing manager. Like, even him, when we're not running hard enough, he'll be in your ear yelling, "Run fast, gosh dang it." That's child hurt for that. But yeah, he's like our sixth man out here. He does a lot for us. He puts up with all our crap on the bus ride here. Just love it. And so yeah. And thanks to all fans for coming out and supporting. It means a lot to us. Yeah. We're good.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Now you can get your oil changed, have minor repairs made to your vehicle, and get it completely detailed at one location in one appointment. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston does body work and more, a lot more. If you need to have a trailer rewired, your brakes replaced, a chip repaired in your windshield, or your windshield replaced, you can get it all done at T-Bar Body Shop. This is the manager, Jeremy Rex, inviting you to stop in for a free quote today. T-Bar Body Shop, 515 County Road. Let T-Bar fix your car.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation. Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the Crawford Troth halftime show, the place to eat and drink. When we come back, we'll have your first half highlights for you, brought to you by the town of Randolph.
There's nothing better than a yummy, delicious cheeseburger. Except maybe if you add a large raspberry shake and tater tots that are cooked to perfection with just a little extra crunch. That's what you get with every burger at the Crawford Trough in Randolph. There's a full menu to choose from, filled with delicious options that will tickle your taste buds every time. But when you find yourself craving a burger, always choose Crawford Trough. Nothing else compares. The Crawford Trough in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When we come back, we'll have your first half highlights for you, brought to you by the town of Randolph.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes at an elevation of 6,300 feet with temperatures that can range from 90 degrees in the summer and sometimes 40 below in the winter. The folks that call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Rich County residents value hard work, education, and believe in God, family, country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and Town Board Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, Cullen Pace, and Clerk April Grohl support the Rich Rebels and invite you to visit Randolph whenever you can.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for your Town of Randolph first half highlights for you on the Crawford Trough halftime show. And for that, we go to Rob Leifson.
Well, the Rebels jump out early and lead after the first quarter 23-13 and had a 10-point lead there at the end until three-pointer drops to give them a 7-point lead at halftime. Rebels are shooting well from the floor, 13 of 25 inside the arc, which is 52%. 5 of 8 from three-point land, which is 63%, which 55% overall. Unfortunately, they're 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Cokeville overall shooting 41%, 10 of 19 inside the arc, and 2 of 10 from three-point land, and only 4 of 10 from the free throw line. Battle of the boards, Cokeville's got the lead 18-16. Hoffman and Desch both have 3 rebounds for the Panthers. Moyes and Plowman have 4 apiece. And as far as your scoring leaders, Pace has 9 thanks to 3 3-pointers. Clough has 7, which he got starting the game off the bench, well, as a starter, but 7 points in that first quarter. And then Jaden Cornea and Carson Muirbrook each have 6 apiece. Moyes has 12, Dayton has 7, and Plowman, who had 23 against the Rebels in January, has 8 in the first half.
Those are your first half highlights brought to you by the Town of Randolph on the Crawford Trough halftime show. When we come back, we'll have some halftime adjustments for you. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation, Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
So this is the reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home. Sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails. Brand new homes now starting at $600,000. Quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like you to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Here with head coach of the Rich Rebels boys varsity basketball team, that's head coach Lex Corney, and you guys are coming off a 1-1 week where you took a very, very, very good Mount Vernon team to the wire. They had the lead 2 possessions, first and the last one. Can you just kind of recap the weekend for us?
Well, I mean, Mount Vernon, unfortunately, as well as we played, it was a similar story to what we've had before where, you play 31 minutes and 15 seconds of really good basketball, but that last 45, kills you. But I think they recognize just how talented and good Mount Vernon is. I mean, if that team was playing 1A, they'd be a number 1 seed and projected to play for a state championship. And we had them beat and let it get away from us. But I think we can take really positive things from that. I think right now we're prepping to play our best basketball this season. Altamont, I think that would have been a different game if they'd had Dyson Taylor and the Sorensen kid. That's unfortunate for them. But even then, the way we're playing right now, I don't know even with those kids what Altamont would be able to do against us. I think there's a lot of belief, there's a lot of momentum, and you kind of look at our record and go, man, how can you guys, be rolling right now? How can you have momentum with the record that's just over 500? But I think guys are convinced that there's a little magic happening in our gym. They're excited that we have a number 2 coming in this week. They're excited they have a kind of a local rivalry with Cokeville this week, and they can't wait to get to state. And they believe if they can't win it, then they can at least screw that bracket up and decide decide who does. And what a great attitude for a group of kids going to state.
You guys can add some elixir to that magic potion coming up with the game against Manila this weekend at home. It's going to be a special night. It's going to be the girls' senior night. You guys' senior night will be the following night. What's the key for Friday night versus Manila?
Well, I think, I don't know, we played them a lot. And I think, like this summer we played them. Last year we played them. And everybody's talked about this group from Manila and how good they are. And really this game probably won't even impact seeding all that much. They close the RPI, but as I looked at it, I think that we're either going to be the 8 or the 9 seed. But I don't think our guys care. They've been told their entire careers just how special this group from Manila are, and they are just a really good group. They deserve that number 2 seed, and we wish them luck at state, but I think our guys are convinced that, we might not have been able to beat you earlier, but we can get you now. And that's a great mindset to have, especially going up against the number 2. Manila's not going to give you a thing. That is a tough group of kids, and we're going to have to play a very clean, very solid, very physical game of basketball to have a chance against them.
So it's no secret you guys have lost a few close games recently, but is there something you can take from those games that are learning lessons? Because you're not losing closely to bad teams. You're losing to some pretty solid competition.
Yeah, we talked about that after Mount Vernon, that, sometimes faith is believing that, no matter what's happening to you, that there's a higher purpose to it, and that's getting you ready for something down the road. And we just have to have that faith. We've been shown what not to do, in probably 6 games. And we know exactly, what it feels like to lose control, what it feels like to let a possession go by, and suddenly a game you thought was in hand no longer is. And if we can learn from those experiences, then there's not a more battle-tested team in our state than us. But, what we can't do is let our heads go down, think that this is just who we are. We
want to thank Lex Cornea for being a part of T7 Propane pregame coaches show. Now we're going to go to some halftime adjustments. And Rob,
so this is the reserve
for us.
We did a good job going inside. I think part of the lead is from some hot shooting from three-point land, but I think we have an advantage in the paint, but we haven't really taken much advantage of that. I have been impressed with the fast break points. Too many stats to keep track of, but I like it when we keep that pace up and push the ball up the floor after a miss or a make. We got several points off of the fast break, so I would say keep that up.
So we're going to go to our third quarter. You all right? Rebels up 41-34 on the Station on Main scoreboard as we head to the Epic Recreation third quarter. As teams are getting some final instructions from the bench. Buzzer sounds, that signifies the end of halftime. Signals the end of halftime. As it'll be Rebels basketball, they'll inbound from across the scorer's table. 5 on the floor for the Rebels. Desch, Cornea, Pace, Hoffman, Muirbrook. 5 on the floor for the Panthers. Dayton, Drake Plowman, Ben Como, Tanner Hatch, and Moyes. Rebels attacking from right to left in this half. They're wearing their home whites. Rebels across the chest in the script. As they go inside to Muirbrook, lays it in. That's a good early bucket for the Rebels. 43-34.
My request right there.
Panthers in their road orange with black checkered down the stripe. They're attacking from left to right here in the second half as Tanner Hatch catches on the wing. Back to Dayton at the top of the key. He pulls for 3. That's good. They left him open. He decided to shoot from a couple feet from behind the arc. We got 43-37 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 7:25 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. It's Hoffman. Finds Pace. Dribbles across the top of the key. Crosses over at the elbow. Turns. Shot blocked. Into the hands of Moyes. He comes back the other way. As Muirbrook was with him the whole way. Played great defense on the backtrack. Here come the Rebels back the other way. It's Pace. Top of the key. Slows it down. Finds Desch. Thought about the 3 instead. Dribbles it out. Goes to Pace on the left wing. He fires the 3 off the rim and out. Ben Como with the rebound. 6:50 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. It's Moyes across the timeline. Hatch on the wing. Back to Moyes as Moyes will dribble across the top of the key. Reverses to the right wing for Hatch. Inside for Ben Como. Pivots. Finds Moyes. Top of the key. 3. That's good. Suddenly it's a 3-point ball game. 43-40 on the Station on Main scoreboard is Cornea. Across the timeline. Goes to Pace on the left wing. Hoffman at the left elbow. One dribble. Finds Muirbrook on the opposite elbow. He drives into the body, uses his length to try to get the shot off. No good. Rebound into the hands of Dayton. Don't look now. Panthers can tie in this possession. 6:11 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Three-pointer from the corner. That's short. Rebounded by Muirbrook as Hatch missed the three. 3-on-2 coming back the other way as Pace fakes the pass. Reverse layup. No good. As Moyes gets the rebound. Throws it ahead. Dayton. Thought about the three on the right corner. Instead they go to Ben Como on the right block. Spins. Drops off to Plowman. His layup is good. 43-42. And we're going to Independent Software Solutions. Timeout called by the Rebels bench. Listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft, large and small, to UTVs, sleds, and more. Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 5:44 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. 43-42 on the station on main scoreboard. And after that early layup to start the quarter, it's been all Panthers since.
8-0 run for the Panthers. Started the third quarter.
It'll be Rebels ball. They need a bucket here out of this possession. Jaden Desch will inbound to Cornea. As the Rebels are going to walk it up the floor. Cornea to Pace. Top the key for Muirbrook. Goes inside to Hoffman. Goes to the floor to save it. Is on a knee as it's going to be a jump ball. Panthers basketball as it'll be Moyes to inbound. Dayton to walk it across the timeline into the attacking end for the Panthers. Rebels match up here man-to-man as they go to Plowman at the elbow. Pass is deflected away by Cornea, unable to complete the steal, but they're going to get a jump ball as Cornea and Plowman go to the floor. Good defensive awareness there from Jaden Cornea, who's able to deflect the pass away. It'll be Rebels basketball out of bounds across from the Panther hoop or bench. Across the timeline into the offense as a mini ball fell onto the floor. Rebels will reset the offense as Cornea catches in the corner. To the top the key, attacks to Pace. Hoffman on the left wing. Hunter Pace top the key. Desch. Service from the right wing to Cornea in the right corner. He attacks. Floats one off glass. No good. Looks like he was looking for the contact. Almost got the jump ball, but it was ripped away by Hatch, who has it. Dayton fakes the three. Looks to attack. Drives down the baseline into the corner. Long two on the way. No good. Rebound pulled in by Desch. As that was Moyes who let it go. Desch with $1 million move in the backcourt. Goes to Cornea on the left wing. Looks to attack. We're going to get a foul on the play before the attack.
Foul's going to be on Dayton. I believe that is his first and the first foul of the second half.
4:33 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. They go inside to Hoffman. His layup no good. Gets his own rebound. Pulled away by Dayton. As here come the Panthers back the other way. Cornea comes back. Gets the deflection out of bounds. Great defense there from Jaden Cornea as he was able to get his hands on the ball. Deflected out of bounds as Dayton was 1-on-2 the other way. Trey Walker checks in for Carter Hoffman. As Kaysen Walker checks in for Tanner Hatch. Dayton to inbound. 43-42 on the station on main scoreboard. 4:24 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Pass to Ben Como, nearly out of his hands. Able to retain possession as the Panthers work around. It's Dayton. Pulls up from the top of the key. Left open again. He makes it. That's 2 times this half the Rebels have just left him open where he can stand, take his time, make the shot. 45-43 as it's stolen. Moyes ahead of everyone as Hunter Pace uses his head to get the steal. It's a great hustle play there from Pace as he crosses over with Plowman behind him. Desch on the left wing. Cornea Rebels trail 45-43 as Dash fakes the three, looks to attack. Muirbrook, top of the key, he's gonna fire for three, no good. Rebound into the hands of Moyes as he turns, fires up the floor for Walker. Back to Moyes. Walker on the right wing to Ben Como at the left corner. Moyes looks to attack. Dayton is going to be called for a traveling violation. Turns to his coach, asks if it was a travel. Coach nods as either he agrees or is just nodding with Dayton as Cornea walks it up the floor. Desch on the right wing, surveys, gets a screen, looks to attack. Down the lane, floats one off glass and good! Jaden Desch to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Desch looking to give the Rebels a lead again as it's tied 45-45 on the station on main scoreboard. 3:14 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter.
Ben Como gets the foul, his second.
Desch's free throw left short into the air as Desch goes and gets the rebound. Dribbles it back out to the left corner for Walker. Jab step into the lane, pass to Cornea, Hunter Pace, right corner three on the way, good! Hunter Pace with the My Local Radio three-pointer gives the Rebels a 3-point lead, 2:57 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Walker down the lane, shot no good. Rebound, Moyes is going to throw it off a Desch out of bounds. Good hustle there from Moyes. 2:49 to go in the third quarter. 48-45. It'll be Panthers basketball deep in the corner across from their bench. Walker to inbound. Finds Dayton. Ben Como drives down the lane as it's stripped away by Muirbrook as we're going to get a traveling violation. As Carson has a little bit of a tough catch there for, it's a tough play on both ends as Carson went to the floor as Cornea was streaking up floor. He handed it to him. That's a tough play. Try to keep it together as the Panthers inbound. Dayton wanted to pull up. Thought about it. Top of the key, looks to drive right, hands it off to Walker. Top of the key for Moyes. Drives into the paint, layup blocked by Muirbrook, but we're going to get a foul called.
Not on the block from Carson, but on the underneath from Hunter Pace.
Moyes to the free throw line to shoot two.
Panthers were 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the free throw line.
2:24 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. First free throw is good. Back to the line, Moyes, second free throw on the way is good. 48-47 on the station on main scoreboard. 2:24 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Desch on the right wing. DeCornea looks to attack, into the paint, finds Walker, top the key. He'll drive. His shot on the way, good! Trey Walker, the bump and the bucket will shoot the old-fashioned three-point play. 50-47.
Dayton. His second of the ball game.
50-47 on the station on main scoreboard. Walker back to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. It's on the way, good. 2:11 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. 51-47. Rebels with the lead on the station on main scoreboard. Moyes on the left wing. Dayton top of the key. Goes to Walker on the right wing to Moyes. He drives right behind the back dribble with the reverse. So that's going to be a foul against Trey as he was leaning with his chest on him.
And I do believe that's Trey's third foul.
1:54 to go in the third quarter. The Panthers will inbound. 51-47 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels with the lead. They throw it into the backcourt for Dayton. He chases it down into the offense. It's Walker. Goes to Ben Como. Tipped out of the air by Desch. Stolen by the Rebels. Here comes Pace. Muirbrook with the Rich County Government steal. Finds Desch. Right wing three. Good! Jaden Desch buries the My Local Radio three-pointer. 54-47 on the station on main scoreboard. 1:30 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Plowman to Ben Como in the left corner. He spins, and we're going to get a foul called against the Rebels.
Going to give that one to Carson Muirbrook, I do believe, his third foul of the ball game.
And that's just a tough time to pick up a foul. You have the player trapped. Let him try to throw out and have one of your other defenders either get a steal or leave him there. Just try not to, you just can't reach in, stay straight up.
Noah Perry and Jarrett Mason back into the ball game.
Andrew Jackman's going to replace Ben Como, who comes off limping. And we have a Mo Usaki, who played a lot in the first half. He came out of the locker room. He was injured as Hatch hits the three-pointer, 54-50. And he hasn't played the entire second half. His dash right wing three with the answer, no good. Hatch gets the rebound. Here come the Panthers back the other way with 1:05 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Plowman thought about it, nearly loses it as he's walled off by Desch. Goes to Dayton at the top of the key. Looks around. Finds Hatch on the left wing. Into the triple threat. Goes inside to Moyes. He loses as Walkers gets the steal. Fires a pass full court, stolen by Dayton. As here come the Panthers back the other way. Dayton into the lane. Finds Jackman on the left wing. Fires the three, no good. Rebound into the hands of Moyes. As he attacks, we're going to get a whistle blown and a traveling violation. .1 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Shot clock is off. 54-50 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Fouls are 3-3 in the half. As Cornea finds Desch on the right wing. Drives down the lane to Mason. He'll hand to Walker. Walker's going to back dribble to the Rebel R as the Rebels will use some time. 15 to go in the quarter. Desch gets a pick from Perry. Behind the back dribble. Hands it to Noah Perry. Back to Desch. 7 to go in the quarter. Attacks. And we're going to get a whistle blown. I believe that'll be an offensive foul on Desch. As that was the right call as Moyes was in that position from when Desch caught the ball at the free throw line.
Jaden's first foul of the ball game, 3.9 on the clock for the Panthers.
They go to Dayton. Drives down the baseline, throws a pass ahead to Hatch, turns, fires off the side rim and out. Pretty good execution there from the Panthers at the end of the quarter. Well, that'll do it for us here in the fourth. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 54-50 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We'll be right back after this.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Supporting the Rich Rebels in everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. The Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM. And online at mylocalradio.com. As we head to the fourth quarter, Rob, what's going to be the most important thing for the Rebels? They have 54 points already in this game. Their offense has been great. Defensively, we've given up 50.
Yeah, well, how do you get back in the ball game? You shoot 2 3-pointers in the first half, and in the third quarter alone, you're 4 of 7. So that put the Panthers right back in it. I hate to say it, but free throws are going to be critical in the fourth.
Panthers coming to the night averaging 52.9 per game, 2 off their average. As Moyes has it on the right elbow. Backing down Hoffman. Back to Amon Hatch, fires the 3, that's short. Rebound pulled in by Hoffman, finds Cornea. Rebels are off and running. Cornea spins back, crosses over, finds Mason. His left wing 3 on the way, good! Jarrett Mason with the My Local Radio three-pointer gets the scoring going here in the fourth quarter. 57-50 with 7:30 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. It's Hatch on the left wing. Tanner Hatch goes to Amon Hatch, top the key. Back to Tanner Hatch on the left wing. Go to Moyes inside. He finds Hartley. Pulls up, no good. Rebound ripped away by Jarrett Mason going up against the trees. Here comes Hoffman down the wing as he is bumped from behind.
Foul's going to go to Dayton. Des Moines, that's his third.
7:08 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels with the 57-50 lead on the Station on Main scoreboard as Mason crosses the timeline. To Cornea on the left wing. He looks to attack. Has it poked from behind by Dayton. He's out in front of everyone. He's going to lay it in. 57-52 is steals. We talked about that being a big key for Cokeville in the last match. Another one there for the Panthers as Hoffman drives. Shot on the way, no good, but he is fouled. Will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws.
Foul's going to go on Hatterley, his first of the ball game.
Hoffman, couple dribbles into the routine. Free throw on the way. Rattles around and out. Carter Hoffman comes into the contest. Yeah, I didn't write that stat down.
Well, I can tell you the Rebels are 1 of 6 tonight so far from the free throw line.
Hoffman back to the free throw line. In the air, good. Hoffman goes 1 of 2 from the line. 58-52 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 6:43 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Tanner Hatch into the corner for Blaze Plowman. He pulls up, fires a 3. Out of bounds off of Dayton. Rebels will get possession. 6:33 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Cornea will walk it across the timeline into the attacking end for the Rebels. Pace on the right wing. Cornea top the key. Moves it to Hoffman. Hoffman surveys. Mason in the left corner as they try to go inside to Muirbrook. He makes the catch, goes to the hoop, lays it in. Nice move there from Muirbrook from the left block. 60-52 on the Station on Main scoreboard, and that's where they had success early on. Looks like they're going to try to go back to Carson here in the fourth quarter. Dayton on the wing to Blaze Plowman. Hatch catches at the top of the key. Spins, floats one with the left hand, no good. Rebound is going to be off of off of Muirbrook, out of bounds. Checking back into the ball game, Drake Plowman. He will replace Blaze Plowman. 1 Plowman in, 1 out. 5:49 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. As they go to Plowman, he attacks up and under move. Good defense there from Pace. As Moyes with a half spin back to the block, makes the basket and the foul. That's a good move on the half spin.
Foul's going to go to Carter Hoffman, I believe.
60-54 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 5:40 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter.
Carter's third foul of the night.
Moyes back to the line to cut it to 5. On the way, good. Rebels come back the other way with Jaden Cornea. They lead 60-55. 5:35 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Hunter Pace on the right wing. Muirbrook top of the key. Faces up. Goes to Cornea. Down the lane. Mason, right corner 3 is going to be called for the travel.
Shuffled his feet, tried to get to his feet set, I believe.
Dayton will walk it up the timeline for the Panthers. 60-55 on the Station on Main scoreboard. He drives right, continues to drive right to the corner, down the baseline. Drops it off inside for Hadley, and we're going to get a jump ball called as Jaden Cornea reaches in to get the jump ball. Great defensive play there from Cornea. 5:13 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. It'll be Rebels basketball out of bounds under their own hoop. As Cornea will walk it up the floor, 5:10 to go in the ball game. Pace on the left wing. Goes to Muirbrook at the free throw line. Rips through, attacks the paint. No foul called as Muirbrook attacked. 60-55 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Dayton has it poked away, but they're going to call a foul from behind.
Foul's going to be on Jaden Cornea.
Jaden Nesterchek into the ball game replaces Mason.
Jaden's first foul of the ball game, but the problem is next foul will put the Panthers in the bonus.
Go to Hatch on the wing. Top the key. Plowman, three-pointer, no good. Rebound pulled in by Desch. As he's going to lead the attack for the Rebels. Goes near wing to Pace. He's going to fire the right corner 3. That's no good as Cornea tries to punch it out. Rebound into the hands of Moyes as Hoffman hits the floor. Good effort there from Carter Hoffman. $60-55 on the station on main scoreboard. 4:36 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Immediately inside the Harder line. Move it to Moyes on the wing. Dayton at the top of the key. Looks to attack. His pass to Hatch. Too close as Desch is able to take it away. Crosses over. Is going to be called for a double dribble. I think that was a carry. Maybe not a double dribble, but I think Desch palmed it. As Dayton will walk it up the court. Goes to Moyes. Moyes has it stripped away for the moment as Hoffman's going to pick up the foul. That's a huge one.
That is his fourth, and it'll put the Panthers on the free throw line.
As Hoffman with 4:09 looks like he's going to continue to play with 4. Moyes to the line, and that's something that we talked about earlier with Carter. First free throw on the way is good. I know you want to go for the steal every single time, but he's 35 feet from the basket. Don't reach in. Moyes back to the line. Back of the rim and out as Meerbrook pulls in the rebound. Goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. They throw it ahead to Pace on the left wing. Catches. Tries to find Desch. He chases it down top of the key. As they go to Meerbrook on the elbow. Spins back down the lane. His layup is good. 62-56 on the station on main scoreboard.
A man on a mission on that one.
Dayton across the line. Panthers into the offense. He drives into the lane. Tries to drop it off. Finds Plowman. Goes up and under. Instead they work it around to Moyes. He's going to fire the 3. Back rim and out. Rebound pulled in by Pace. As here come the Rebels. Across the timeline into the offense. They hand it Desch. He looks to attack. His pass right to Dayton as he turns around. He'll have a layup the other way. So we're going to get Independent Software Solutions timeout called by one of the benches. We'll figure that out at the break. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation, Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 62-58 on the station on main scoreboard. 3:21 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Let's see if the Panthers decide to bring some pressure here, as it looks like they're going to. They peel back as it'll be Rebels will dribble it up the floor uncontested. Courtney is going to initiate the offense for the Rebels. They have a 4-point lead with 3:15 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Cornea finds Pace on the left wing. Walker in the left corner. Surveys. Drives the baseline. Picks up his dribble. Throws a pass middle of the floor where Meerbrook's able to save it for the moment. Turns. Reverse layup. Good! Carson Meerbrook with the reverse spin. Turns with the righty finish. 64-58 on the station on main scoreboard. Plowman looks to attack. Finds Dayton down the lane. His pass deflected, but right into the hands. Blocked by Desch on the shot as Hardeline gets his rebound back, puts it in. 64-60 on the station on main scoreboard. It's Cornea. Has it picked from behind. Dayton on the attack down the lane. Pace, great defense. Hardeline with the rebound as we're going to get a foul called on Walker. But that'll force Hardeline to the free throw line to shoot 2. 2:28 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. into the routine. First free throw on the way is short. Hoffman's going to come back in for Walker. That free throw, according to the stats that we have, that makes Hatterlei 1 for 6 from the free throw line on the season.
That was Trey Walker's 4th foul of the ball game.
Back to the line, second free throw, no good. Rebels dodge a bullet, as that was a good foul from Walker. Pace catches on the wing immediately to Hoffman. They lay it in. Great transition offense for the Rebels. 66-60 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 2:18 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Dayton top of the key. Hatch on the left wing. Plowman faces up. Goes to Dayton. Crosses over top of the key. His pass, Hatch has to knock it to himself to keep possession. Good play there from Tanner Hatch. Goes to Hatterlei at the elbow. Plowman, his corner three, good. Cuts the lead in half, 66-63 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels push it ahead. It'll be Rebels basketball as Dayton was able to get his hand on it. 1:45 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Pace catches in the left corner. He's going to fire the three. Good! The Rebels get it right back. 69-63 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 1:37 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Dayton's going to pull. That rattles in and out. Pace with the rebound. Rebels get a stop as Dash clears some space. He's going to dribble it up the floor as he fires to Hoffman. Hoffman makes a great catch, blocked out of bounds. You know, that block might not actually be a bad thing for the Rebels. It allowed them to use more clock when they inbound it, as they kind of went a little fast there as they lead 69-63 with 1:21 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Rebels. Listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation to Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Jaden Cornea with the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbounds play in his hand. They fake the lob to Desch. Instead, they bounce pass it to him. It's blocked as Dayton picks up his dribble. Skip pass to Moyes. Plowman back to Dayton on the right wing. He attacks. Fires one to the corner. Or Moyes drives the baseline, kicks it to Hatch. Right corner three on the way. Good.
There you go, boys.
69-66. Dash is going to pull up for three. That's no good. Rebound to the Panthers. As Dash gets the steal, is able to drop it off inside for Hoffman. We get the layup. And we're going to get Independent Software Solutions timeout called by Lex Cornea. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're going to go to the Gare Bear Fan Cam, brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and broker Gary McKee. 435-946-8888. That's 435-946-8888 or visit bearlakerealty.com.
We talked about it, Aaron. The Rebels are pulling the trigger pretty quick. I'm not sure. I know you want the points, but the clock's your friend right now.
That three-pointer from Dash came with 32 on the shot clock. He was open, but that possession where they had it out of bounds underneath too, they went inside and they didn't get the basket and they didn't run any clock at all. It's a fine line between taking the air completely out of the ball and taking yourself out of the offense, but if you're shooting with more than 10 seconds on the shot clock in this situation, you might not be using enough clock. But Desch made up for it, though. He got the steal and set up the layup. So got to give credit where credit is due. He may not like the shot, but the end result actually turned out pretty good as the Rebels get 2 points after Desch got the Rich County government steal. Now if you're the Rebels, you want to force the Panthers to use as much clock as possible, as Dayton's going to let it walk up the floor. Picks it up at the half-court line. That's where the clock starts. He pulls up from the elbow, short. Gets his own rebound, turns, finds Plowman. He's going to fire the three. That's short as well. As Hatch shot deflected, he steals the rebound from Desch. Shot clock is off with 27 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Panthers get another rebound as that pass hits Pace in the face, back into Plowman's hands. They find Moyes at the top. The key fires a three, misses. Dayton fires a left corner three, misses. They're going to fire another three. Plowman blocked by Desch. Moyes with the rebound as we're going to get a foul called. As well, we got what we wanted. We wanted them to use as much clock as possible in that possession, but I don't think we meant it by giving up 5 offensive rebounds.
I don't think so either. Tanner Hatch picks up the foul, and I think Coach Cornier just brought in some new energy off the bench with 9 seconds to go.
For the Rebels on the floor, Weston, Clough, Mason, Noah Perry, and Trey Walker.
I'm going to get an independent software solutions timeout from Coach Cornier.
No, we're going to keep it right here as there's 9.4 to go in the ball game. That last possession was running around with your hair on fire, shooting up threes.
The good news is that none of them went down, but that's, 5 offensive boards in a row right there.
The Cokeville bench is upset with the referee, but I don't know why. I didn't see the foul personally, but you missed 5 3-pointers in that possession.
At least.
9.4 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels have to be strong on the ball here. Game's not over. As if the Panthers get a steal here, it will be. They'll have an opportunity to cut into the lead. It's still only a 2-possession game. So if you're the Rebels, we talked about this last night in the game, you have to go through the ball. You can't let the ball come to you. You go through it.
The advantage is we can run the baseline. So 9 seconds, it seems like an eternity when the Rebels have had so many of these close games this year.
If you're the Rebels, once again, you got to be strong with it. If you're strong with it, you complete the catch. They're going to trap. You have 5 seconds to hold it. Or if you can get off that first pass, that's going to either lead to a foul right away or you're going to win the ball game in that moment. Jarrett Mason to inbound. Mason has the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbounds play in his hands. Finds Walker in the corner. Trey Walker strong with it. Draws the foul. We'll shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws as Trey did exactly what we talked about. He went through the ball, used his body to block it off as he'll shoot the 1-and-1. There was 6 fouls on the board before.
I do believe that is 7th.
As they have. As we never got the official foul. That's what we were waiting on.
Yep, waiting to find out who the foul was on. Jack Dayton gets the foul, his 3rd.
Cokeville is arguing with the scorer's table that there was 6 fouls. This actually helps the Panthers. If you have to inbound it again, the Rebels will run more clock, where if they get a miss here, it's still a 2-score game. Walker's free throw rattles around, sits for the moment, decides to take a break and falls in. 72-66 on the Station on Main scoreboard.
Put this one in and put it in the refrigerator, Aaron.
6-point ball game to make it a 3-possession game. Trey does it. Good bounce back night from the line for Trey after he was upset with himself yesterday for missing 4 free throws. Dayton down the lane. Rebels let him lay it in. 2 to go as Trey's going to step out of bounds. That is a smart play there from Walker as that'll end the ball game. Trey holds on to it as he's going to keep that one, put it in his pocket, and the Rebels come away with the 73-68 victory on the Station on Main scoreboard. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money two ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 73-68 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels take this one. It is time for our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. 113 Front Street, Evanston, where fast meets fresh and gourmet. And for that, we're going to go to Rob Leifson.
You want to play the game?
Not yet. I mean, we're in the Freaky Fast recap.
Okay, there you go. Well, the Rebels jump out early, had a 23-13 lead after the first quarter. 10-point lead got shaved by a three-pointer at the buzzer at halftime. Rebels lead 41-34. Panthers jump out early on about a 10-0 run. Rebels lead 54-50 after three and finish it up 73-68 with a 5-point victory, spreading their lead by 1 point that they had at the start of the quarter.
That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's in Evanston. When we come back, we'll have your play of the game as well as your player of the game. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, and we're going to give it to Hunter Pace down here in the left corner. Buries the three, pushes the lead to 6, makes the score 69-63 at that point. That's when the Rebels didn't look back as they win 73-68. As we go to the Town of Garden City player of the game. And Rob, what do you got for us?
I'm going to give it to Carson Muirbrook with 14 points, but he was a beast underneath when the Rebels needed it in a hard way. Several hard drives to the hoop, put it in, and got some foul trouble going for the Panthers as well, but he was a man on a mission when he got that ball in the paint.
That is your Town of Garden City player of the game. When we come back, we'll have one last calendar update for you. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money two ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
Join the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau February 20th for Ski Journey, north of Heritage Park in Garden City from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Registration begins at 8 a.m. There will be an exhibition run on February 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. north of Heritage Park in Garden City.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It's time for the Bear Lake the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau calendar update. And for that, we don't really know when our next broadcast is, so it's really hard to update you. But if the RPI shakes out the way it was before the last week, before they shut down the RPI and you couldn't see it, if it shakes out the same way, the Rebels will be playing a play-in game at home. But we'll know more on Monday. We'll make announcements for you on Thursday. Look out for the schedule or the RPI, so we'll let you know. But if we do have a play-in game, we will have that for you on mylocalradio.com. It will be here. It's going to be at Rich for sure. There's no way the Rebels drop 6 places in the standing after this weekend.
And after that, it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Richfield for the state tournament.
And we do want to make an announcement for the tournament. Based on where the Rebels were projected in the RPI, the girls and the boys games are going to be back-to-back. We're going to cover both games as much as we can, so there's no guarantee we'll have the full boys game because as of now, that's projected to be played after the girls game. But things can change, and if we have to, we'll finish calling the girls game, do a quick post-game show, and then we'll run across to Richfield High School, which is right across the street from the Sevier Valley Center, and we'll have what we can get on the air of the boys game if that's the case that it works. Same thing with the boys and the girls game if it gets switched. But for now, until next time, go Rebels.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on mylocalradio.com.